To me, it was just a really fun, entertaining series. I know the first game wasn't because it was very lopsided, but this is what I was saying the last couple weeks. The Cardinals went on this run, but they're also beating up on crap teams. And I'm not trying to take anything away from, you have to do that. You have to beat up on the crap teams, and good for them. They ran off a nice winning streak. But for me as a baseball fan, I'm just not as interested in watching just endless games of Reds and Cubs and Rockies and Diamondbacks. But when we all looked at the series coming up, when the Braves were on the horizon, we're saying, man, that's a series that's going to be fun.
Yep.
It's potentially a playoff preview. The Braves are the defending World Series champs. The Cardinals and Braves played each other, obviously, back in 2019. And look, the Cardinals are facing a team that, in theory, are better than them. They get destroyed in the first game. They fall behind in both of the next two games and still find a way to grind out wins against a really good team. I mean, that's a dang impressive series win.
What's your biggest takeaways? Give me three. Three biggest takeaways over the weekend.
Biggest
Marlowe.
takeaways over the weekend. Well, I think if Tyler O'Neill, he doesn't have to get to last year's 8th in the MVP. All right? He's not even close to that. But if he can get just to being a more productive, let's say a fifth type hitter in that lineup, it just really lengthens out that lineup. We don't need him to be the 34 home run Tyler O'Neill. But if he can be a guy who's a legit weapon and he has the next month to figure it out for the playoffs, because that's my one issue with the Cardinals lineup now is you have mainstays in Arenado and Goldschmidt. And Pujols is going to be there versus lefties. But other than that, you're wanting some of these complementary pieces like a Dylan Carlson, Tyler O'Neill to provide the length in that lineup, which is why maybe number 2 is what Lars Nootbaar has done.
There you go.
Over the last month or so has been fantastic. I mean, he's always been like that defensively. We saw great catches. We saw great throws. Now what he's doing offensively for the last month is top notch. And then I'm trying to think of my
Waino Yadi?
Yeah, I would go. Well, the Waino Yadi record is going to be fun, but I just think Waino, being a guy who's about to turn 41 years old, I know he didn't get the victory, but he pitched really, really well, and he's been a guy. Remember, about 5 years ago, we thought this dude was done.
Yep.
And now he's probably going to come back next year. Hell, maybe he plays 2 more years. He wants 200 wins. He's not going to get it this year.
Where's he at?
193.
Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah. Good breakdown.
I got a good takeaway.
What do you think? What do you think, Seth?
Wainwright, no matter what, should pitch put the home games on in the playoffs. If it means waiting till game 3, since we'll probably have home field, or I guess we'll have home field advantage the first round, but say we make it, don't let him pitch those first 2 games. If it's got to be Michaelis and Montgomery or Michaelis and Flaherty, I think you wait it out and let Waino pitch game 3 or 4.
Why?
He's just so much better at home. Yeah. I mean, he's had his moments on the road, but when he's pitching in a primetime game at home, like
He's
Sunday
on.
night, they showed footage before the game with the rain delay, so they had him mic'd up in the bullpen, which was really
Yeah, that's
cool.
kinda cool. Yeah.
And which they should do more often. I guess they were going to have him. I don't know. I don't know if they were planning on interviewing him since he was going to be obviously pitching. So I guess they were like, screw it, we'll just interview him.
I kinda
right
like
now
that.
since we have time to spare.
I kind of like that.
But yeah, no, I just feel so much more comfortable with him pitching at home.
It
There's
just
something
has
about
the
him
look.
rallying behind the crowd.
It's just him standing on the mound in Busch Stadium. There's just something to it. Hey, did you see the new hats? Real quick, and we'll stay on the car. But the new Waino Yadi hats.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Well, here's what's funny about
Oh,
that.
my God.
So I was reading that read. The paper's right over there. I was going to throw it away just because we don't need to read it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But I was reading that sponsorship read for the Cardinals, and I never noticed that.
I know.
And it is, for people that don't know, it's an STL, and then you have these kind of, what would you call that, silhouettes of Yadi catching the final out, and then Waino with his arms up in the air because he's just throwing the pitch for the final out.
Yeah.
And I never looked at it this way until somebody on Twitter. It looks like somebody is sticking somebody up
with a gun.
Because the way Yadi's glove is, the way he's catching the ball, it kind of looks like a gun.
It looks like a gun.
And then there's Waino with his arms up in the air,
Help me.
help me, help me.
It's unbelievable.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
That was Randy in Central West End.
It's pretty funny, man. It looks just like somebody holding somebody up. My God. Somebody's like, 3 and 4 is like, the Waino segment was awesome. Did you see that sunset last night? A little bit of delay, and then the storm left, and beautiful out. Beautiful.
My daughter loved that sunset.
Oh, it's awesome.
She was
man.
going crazy.
I'm gonna do. Kate got me this little painting thing for Christmas, like a this little cute little thing that you set up. I'm gonna do that on a nice little sunset when it's fall out and the moon's back there and it's a little creepy out. I'm gonna paint the backyard. Yeah, I'm nerdy.
Paint by numbers?
I'm just gonna take my time and I'm gonna do it right.
You're turning
like a
into
child.
You're turning into Howard.
Is it? Yeah. Oh my
You're
God.
gonna have an easel out there. You're gonna lock yourself away.
Yes.
In your little office.
Be paranoid about
downstairs.
everything.
You're gonna lock yourself in your room.
Have a 100,000 square foot house and never go to it. Always be miserable, although your life is perfect.
You do have a picturesque backyard, though.
Yeah, Kate's gonna give me that. Kate got me that. I like doing that stuff.
Who's Howard?
Stern.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's what he does?
Yeah.
He's
he
turned
paints.
into like a big painter.
Yeah, he is. He always did that though. Dude, if you're good at it, it'd be cool to be able to do.
I'm picturing
Hunter
you,
Biden's great at it. He sells them for a half a schmel.
I'm picturing you more as the that son from Wedding Crashers.
Oh,
Remember, he's got the hair.
The weirdo.
He's down there painting.
That weirdo guy.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
for Sethy Boy, Waino, home ERA, 2.15. Away,
There it is.
4.31. More
There you
than
go.
2 runs higher on the road.
What's your take on the Cardinals there, Sir Nathaniel?
I actually did not like how Ollie had Dickerson in left field out of the gates. If you want his bat in there, that's fine. But especially with Quintana on the mound, you knew that, what did he give up? 7 or 8 hits. And I just thought Carlson should have been in center field defensively and O'Neill in left, because there were a couple of balls hit in that game that you're thinking, wow, where is Carlson? I mean, Carlson made some think about as soon as Carlson took over center field, he started making those ridiculous catches in Atlanta. I know the Cardinals lost 3 out of 4, but the game that they won, Carlson saved the game with a ball that he went to left center field and made a great catch on. So I just thought that defensively, if that's going to still be something that the Cardinals are, going to brag about, then they should probably have their best defensive lineup out there. But Nootbaar, unbelievable. Huge home run last night by O'Neill after he kind of screwed it up again on Friday night.
What did he do Friday night?
They had, second and third and nobody out. And O'Neill's up there and he can't even put the ball in play. Just looks lost.
Oh, yeah.
But then, comes right back and smokes a ball to center field.
You want to listen to that audio?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let's
hear it.
do
It's
it.
our boy.
You want to hear Tommy Edman's first?
Yeah, let's go in order.
Here we go.
Braves bullpen, a 3.26 ERA. That's drilled left field. That one back, and that one is gone. Edman is tied up.
So Tommy swinging after that first pitch fastball he got, and then Tyler O'Neill.
Oh.
Drilled to center. Harris back some more. At the wall. A 3-run homer. And the Cardinals have the lead. They crushed it to dead center. 6-3.
I think the biggest takeaway is that the Cardinals can pretty much play. They're not going to be an easy out for anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
And kudos to them because they have completely changed the narrative from a couple of months ago where I think we all sat here and said they're a good team, but I don't see how they're going to elevate themselves to be in the competition with Atlanta or L.A. or New York. And maybe they're not, but, man.
You never know, man.
They've got some mojo.
Yeah, they do.
And I don't care what your talent deficiencies are. When you play with that sort of confidence, you are a dangerous out.
Yep. I get you on that. You still think they're going to lose to those teams, don't you, Charlie?
Well, I like the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are probably a top 10, maybe they're a top 7 type team. That doesn't mean they can't. I mean, obviously, look, when you beat the Braves in a series, I think the Cardinals can beat the Braves in a postseason series. I just look at them overall. I think that they're not as good as Dodgers, Mets, and I think it's fair to say they're right there with the Braves.
Yeah.
Maybe one's better than the other. And so if you ask me to predict it right now, the Cardinals getting 3 games at home in that wild card round, I would think the Cardinals are going to win the wild card round. I just think, and I'm not saying the Cardinals can't win another series. And hell, you never know what happens in the postseason. But if you ask me, after winning a wild card series and you're betting on it, are the Cardinals then also going to be able to, let's say, beat Mets and Dodgers or Dodgers and Braves? I just don't know if they're that good. I think they're a very solid team. I don't know if they're an elite team. Mets, the arms they're going to throw at you. Dodgers have everybody. And the Cardinals, even though it's a very, very strong series, you got some deficiencies in the bullpen. I mean, I know this was trending this direction with Genesis Cabrera, but remember, that's one of your best 3 relievers for the last couple years, and you get sent down. So when you have these playoff series with 3 straight games, and you have an NLDS, you don't have a lot of off days with the NLCS and all that, you're going to need a lot of relievers. And if you're a Cardinals fan, who are you really loving coming out of the bullpen? I'm not blaming Helsley yesterday because that'll happen, 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Helsley's going to give up a homer. He's fantastic. You're liking what Gio, for the most part, is doing, but I don't think there's a lot of bullpen arms that you're really, really confident in.
Yeah, and Helsley just got pregnant, so he just had a child. So, I mean, you got to give him a couple weeks here.
I'm going to tell you, that's why I think going back to last week's discussion about where you put Jack Flaherty is so crucial, because if he can come in and kind of give you that arm in the 6th, 7th inning, I just see him being more important out of the Cardinals bullpen right now than probably from a starting element.
Well, he's pitching, they said Labor Day weekend.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. But Brony chimes in, Tommy Edman is a stud, capitalized. He's the type of little guy you're nervous to leave your girl around. Tommy would never make a move, but your girl would crush hard. Yeah, I get you on that.
That's well said.
I like that. I know those cats. They just got it, They're not trying. They don't need to try.
I was thinking about it.
Your girl's staring at them now.
How many players have actually hit a home run behind the bullpen like that?
Dude, that was a bomb.
Pujols did it, but you used to see that all the time when it was when the new stadium first came out, because we had so many power hitters in that lineup back 10, 15 years ago with Holiday and whatnot.
Got him on a 9:30.
But yeah, I was just trying to think. It's rare that you see that these days.
What do you do?
Either side. His home run cleared the bullpen.
Oh, okay.
Which you don't really see often. Usually, even Arenado doesn't do that. Arenado, most of his home runs, I think, are down the line.
Yeah.
So, and then Goldschmidt usually takes his to the bleachers.
How far did it go? Tommy Edman's win.
It had to have been 410, 415.
It's probably as long as he's ever had then.
But he's
a little guy, man. He just turns his hips, baby.
The ball was just carrying in general. I didn't think Swanson's was going to get out off the bat.
He nuked that ball.
He did it, but I swear it carried. It just after watching so many games, that felt like a warning track hit. I don't know.
Speaking of robbing someone with, go ahead, Charlie. What are you gonna say? You're pointing.
I got MLB exit velocity says it was a 425-foot homer.
Holy cow!
For Tommy, that must be one of his longest ones ever.
Yeah, it's that's a home run in every ballpark in Major League Baseball.
And
nice.
Keep in mind on the Swanson homer, that pitch probably came in at close to 100.
Point.
So anything coming off his bat, Swanson swings so hard.
It's Samsonite.
I call it the Rosenthal effect.
Yeah.
Oh, he got hurt again, didn't he? Closenthal. He's a nice kid. I met him at a youth group, actually, one time with TJ Moe. Yes, you heard that right. And I felt good afterwards, too. Lovely people.
Did you find God?
I found Jesus.
Wait, Trevor Rosenthal?
Yeah.
You want to talk about good golfer?
Oh, my God. Is he one of those?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Pure.
He turns his skill into golf kind of thing. Yeah,
when you're hitting your 3 hybrid about 260 yards, yeah.
What a good feeling that is.
You can play anywhere.
I do chirp Losey, but that's on bitch. When he hits one, oh, my God. He's 290 right now.
You think it's mental with Losey and his inability to throw? Because sometimes bags can get in your head.
We were drinking,
Yeah, but sometimes bags, if you kind of go up there and you're like, wow, I have no idea where this bag is going to go.
These people had their own uniforms and stuff. They kicked our ass up and down the cart. Yadi couldn't make it across the street for Holiday's speech. Not a great look. So he didn't go over there and watch the speech as he's supposed to?
Is that right around as he warming up the pitcher?
Yeah, he's got things to do. He's got business to take care of. It's a big-ass game against Atlanta. you know how I am. I'll call guys out, but I don't know. Is he supposed to be over there for Holiday's thing?
I did enjoy last night. The ESPN crew had Benji Molina on at one point, and Benji was pretty forthcoming. He said, our mother has been telling Yadi, this is what you do. You play baseball. You can't stop playing baseball. So it sort of alluded to the fact that Yadi maybe has been sort of not so interested in playing.
He doesn't. When he's playing, he seems interested. When he's not, he's not. Like it's. I bet you they're all like, "Why are you going back? Why aren't you staying there?" Now we're all kind of like, "Is this a weird look? Is a bad look?"
And I guarantee you, for him, I mean, Yadi is probably again one of the most competitive people anyone could ever be around. But he's hitting 203. Like, you think he's enjoying not hitting?
Well, start hitting.
Well, it's hard.
You're a Hall of Famer. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't you want to win and help? This is your last year. Don't you want to be remembered? I mean, people are always going to love you no matter how this season goes. Okay, I mean they're going to love you here, but why not finish strong?
He isn't
and bust your ass
he's
and
not
be
gonna
focused.
Be the first Hall of Famer that towards the end of his career doesn't get anywhere near his career averages. Like you slow down.
I know, but I know. I get you.
I think here's the thing with Yadi this year, and we've talked about this ever since February. Something's going on, and I don't know, right? But something's going on. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I don't know everybody's personal lives, and it's not even my business to get into people's personal lives. But I think it's fair to say this year there's just something else going on because Yadi has never been like this over the course of 20 years. So something is off this year, and we can go through the timeline of there was a personal issue in spring training. We never found out what, and he shows up later to camp, and he's out of shape, and he goes home, and he's not rehabbing with the team. He's in Puerto Rico.
Damn,
he goes
bro.
back for the basketball. So I don't know, and I'm not even, by the way, in saying this, I'm not trying to insinuate anything other than you can't explain this because Yadi's not like this. He has never been like this. He's been the most dedicated dude for 20 years. So something odd is going on this year.
I know. Sharon chimes in. Notice Yadi's absence as well. He's been at all the ceremonies in the past. Oh, well, happy Monday, Sharon and Glencoe.
And Kiz started that game.
Oh, yeah. I gave him a little shout out on Insta. I gave him a little American flag. What's up, baby? Hit that 2-run bomb. I like him, man. He's a nice kid. And he comes on here and he brings the heat. And I'll never forget that, you know. Like, I like that. I like that kid. I'm rooting for him.
And
Big time.
he had an awful June.
Yeah.
Since then, he's been pretty dang good. Post All-Star break, he's been above average offensively.
Yeah, Spartan chimes in. Watching the lineup order of Carlson, Gorman, and Molina go 0 for 12 and strike out half the time is hard to watch.
And that's why I'm saying I think the Cardinals are a good team, but they're flawed. And that's the only reason I'm just not yet putting them up there as a team that can make the World Series is I think you have too many holes in the lineup and you have too many questions in your bullpen to win 3 or 4 playoff series.
Yeah.
Should we give a little love to Kiss?
Yes,
right,
sir.
Well, Kisner's ahead 2-0. Oh, Kisner leans into this. Out to left. Gone into the bullpen. The Cardinals check in with a 2-run home run. The second of the season for Andrew Kisner.
He got one that wasn't spinning at all. Kind of a cutter / slider that he just
bam, baby. You know,
He crushed that ball.
good for him, man. He busts his ass. You know he's in it. You could tell he's a good dude in the locker room and stuff. You could just tell. Rooting for him. How was the play-by-play without Mac and Jimmy and the Buys over the weekend? ESPN for the
So
Cardinals
you had
game.
a Fox game and an ESPN game.
How are they? Were they good?
I like Joe Davis, and I think John Smoltz is terrific.
Okay. Just curious.
The Sunday night thing is interesting. I don't know. It's just they keep changing it. I mean, I thought Sunday Night Baseball was it was a soundtrack for a long time when it was John Miller and
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan. Thank you, Charlie. And I don't know. It's just different. I don't think they're bad. It's a different broadcast. They've almost tried to make it more conversational, which is just different. Not saying
You
it's
don't
good
like
or bad.
So what's Danny Mac and the crew do? How do you consider that? That's conversational, isn't it? When they do it?
Yeah, it's probably you just get used to something, you like it more because.
Yeah, I get you. Speaking of baseball, by the way, a little pop quiz for all y'all. Mickey Mantle sold a baseball card. I don't know if it's his rookie card. I don't know if it's signed. It's got to be whatever. But it's sold in an auction for how much, Charlie? Go.
Well,
Think about this.
I'm guessing it sold for, I'm just guessing, $12.6 million.
You son of a...
Well, it's on the front page of every.
Well, I thought
site.
you didn't look at things. Oh, okay.
I don't look at. I don't watch.
Why wouldn't you just say I know already
television.
and I'll ask Nate?
Well, it's on the front page of MLB.com. It's on the front page of ESPN.com.
Okay, fine.
All my buddies are now baseball card nerds again.
Dude, I want to get back into hockey
But they're
cards.
getting into them for investing.
Yeah, man. I am.
Might have to start looking up the prices of some cards that are lying around.
You
12
do.
point. You got cards at your house? Look around.
Dude, I used to me and my cousin, that was pretty much what
I know.
go get baseball cards,
And Beckett's.
trade them.
Remember the Beckett?
The Beckett.
Yeah,
It's called a Beckett.
The price guide.
It's God, I used to get it every month,
Oh, yeah.
every year, once a month. And I'd be so happy. And it'd always be like a cool hockey player on the front. And you could look up all your cards and see what they're worth.
Yep.
Man, I used to have a ton. And then they just disappear. And I think everybody has that story. I used to have a ton of cards, and they disappeared.
I got a
Where
few
the hell did they go?
Pujols rookie cards.
Dude, I had Marla Mew rookie cards. I had all kinds of stuff. Pavel Bure, every Pavel Bure card. Brett Hall signed. Where'd it go?
I have all mine. Still.
The
You got
hell
Shaq's,
happened to it?
Shaq's, Jeters.
Man.
Those cards, if you get them graded, can be worth a lot of money.
I used to love doing that. Looking up those cards, looking up your Beckett, trading them. Yeah, dude.
They're all in like the little plastic sleeves.
Yeah, I used to have one that had like screws in it. That's when you know that's a really good card. It was a Mario Lemieux rookie card, and I had little screws and the big plaque. Gone.
Or sometimes they
Gone.
put the jersey, like a piece of bat or a piece of jersey embedded in the card.
I know, man. Okay,
There's some good
stick
ones.
on to baseball here. Doc Ellis. I read a story about Doc Ellis tripping some LSD and pitching a no-hitter. Is that legit?
I've heard that
Yeah.
story over the years.
Wow.
That was one of my trivia questions when we first started.
Really? Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think I
a
gave it
damn
to
good
Jim.
trivia question.
It was one of like the
he didn't
5
get it.
questions Jim got right.
Oh, he did get it right. What was the question? Did he trip acid?
This
and throw
pitcher
it?
threw a no hitter on LSD.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think it
pretty
was
famous
1970.
Baseball story.
Wow.
There's footage of it. It's like really like skippy. Like it's hard to like. It's you're not watching it like you would in modern day. It's black and white and whatnot. But
I'm
but
just
there's-
telling you.
and you can kind of tell. Like after knowing, like in hindsight, you can kind of tell. The way
I'll
he's
let you.
moving.
I'll let you know if he was tripping acid. I'll look into his eyes and I'll tell you. And if he's getting rocked, you ain't gonna see his eyes because they're all black. I need that dopamine. I'm telling you, and that lasts for a long time. And there's no way in hell you could focus enough to pitch. I don't get that. Maybe meth because you'll be like zoned in, like but LSD. I don't know. I need to see a picture of this cat that day. Because his eyes aren't beat up, that means he's not getting rocked. But if his eyes are all black, you're like, whoa. But everybody would be like, what are you on? You look so different when you take it, like completely different. So people be like, what is going on with you? Black eyes, all black? Yeah, you're on something, but I don't know.
Could it be just a little bit? He had just a little something,
Microdose.
something.
Maybe a little microdose of LSD. I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff here. Cam, watch the documentary on Doc Ellis. It's really good. Giona Fallon. I will. I certainly will. Sharon chimes back in and goes, thoughts on Waino's song? Thought the lyrics were a bit cheesy and predictable. Nobody outside of St. Louis would buy it. Love his warm-up mic'd up, though. Sharon, what's she talking about? The song?
So apparently he's going to do a country album. I read that he has 20 songs he's written. I think he may have already kind of fooled around recording some of them. I don't know if that's professionally recording them, but
Can
I
we
think he
find
wants
one?
to be a kind of a country music guy.
Can we find one anywhere?
I think he's put some of them on Twitter.
Oh, really? Is there
Or he's
one on YouTube?
playing the
Why don't you
guitar.
try that real quick, Seth?
Who's this? I'm watching the Doc Ellis.
What?
Adam
know.
Wainwright
Adam Wainwright.
playing the guitar, singing some songs.
I want to hear his song. Let's play it. Interesting. Sanderson goes, Danny Mac has a level of knowledge on the team that the other announcers just don't have.
That's true.
Danny Mac's good, dude. Let's hear it. Here we go. He ain't going to cuss.
Striking out Beltran. I did do that. One's got basketball, one's got tennis, one's got a crush on a Busch just met. I got 5 kids. Sometimes it gets crazy around here, but I know we've been blessed. 24 hours is the blink of an eye. It's hard while it's all running wild.
This ain't bad.
One's got to, oh shoot. One needs a kiss, story good night. One keeps you up till almost midnight.
Yeah, it is kind of
One
cheesy now.
day
I think
they
about
won't.
it. Aw.
One day they all have lives of their own. You better hold them close and let them know wherever they go they'll be loved. Time waits for no one.
This ain't bad.
One day the years will go by and be gone. So just don't let them stay.
Oh, God. Okay, that's enough.
It's about his kids, man.
I
growing
know.
up.
I know. At the beginning, I'm like, because Sharon got me thinking it's going to be really corny. So I'm already in that like position in my head.
You got to hear what they played last night, though, because
that's
that
good.
one's actually, yeah.
Talking about your kids and
And
how
I
they're
don't
growing
think
up.
it's bad. I mean, shoot, if you're sitting around a fire or something and he broke out a guitar and
Like,
started,
hell yeah.
hell yeah, this is great.
Dude, that's the biggest pimp thing to do, by the way, at a fire. If you're the guy with the guitar, like everybody's looking at you, you're the main man.
They should have played a version though where there was some ambiance in the background like that. Because this, you want to hear what they play?
Yeah, of course.
This is,
Can go for a ride, stay at home, build a fire. We can go see the newest movie. Play our favorite songs live, hear the roar of the crowd. That all sounds real good to me. Yeah, that all
sounds real good to me. See, I knew I got this.
yeah. And it was just a
wasn't
little
bad.
drive. They let it go for like 2 minutes.
That ain't bad.
No,
He's thinking about his kids. I didn't mind that.
Here's the thing. Adam Wainwright is the coolest freaking cat going.
He's
so
cool, man.
Yeah.
And he's good. And he's going to play a couple more years too, probably, and break more records. And he's going to be a country music star. And then he's going to get hired $7 million a year to do MLB Network. Then he's going to do whatever the hell he wants.
And save the world.
Save the world,
Build
probably
wells,
help people in
hospitals.
Haiti and stuff. Build things, not just here's my money to charity. No, like I want to see where it goes. I'm going to actually build this house for somebody so I could see it and touch it. I know where my money's going. I'm just saying.
And he's fighting human trafficking here
Oh Lord,
in St. Louis.
God. Yeah. I don't know. He might not do anything when he retires because obviously he probably wants to be around his kids. Why the hell would you want to be sitting up there with dudes and traveling when you have all that coin and you have a farmland and you love your kids and there's so much to do with your kids and you go watch them grow up? I don't know.
Not to mention.
Or you get
go
sick
to-
of them and you're like, I gotta go. I'm going on the road to buys, you know.
That's what it is. You
I'm
love your
saying.
kids, but if like Waino's good enough, he's gonna be. First of all, he could be with the Cardinals easy if they throw him in the rotation with Brad Thompson, Jim Evans, whatever it is. If they want to give Waino 50 games in his first year post-retirement, I bet you he'd get that. But you also wonder if every network's calling him, and if he's going to be living in Georgia, would you rather, hey, spend a ton of time with my kids, but maybe just once a week?
That'd be
Once
cool.
a week, I got to do a game.
Yeah. But here's the difference, guys. When you don't have money, you get sick of your kids easier. When you got a ton of money, there's ways to get around it and have help and get in and out because you have money. So it's like, you got nothing to worry about. But when you're stuck at home, your house isn't that big, you're scrambling, everybody's kind of pissy because the money thing. Yeah, you get sick of your kids a lot easier. Something goes down, they need braces. You're like, oh God. If Waino's kids need braces, it's like, oh, okay, there you go.
To me, though,
Where we at,
sometimes
homies? Where we at?
Oh, Jesus.
it's
Where
more
my people
about
at? Where we at? Where we at? Where...
it's more about just when you're around kids all the time. You need adult time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you have a nanny. Your nanny takes, me and the wife are going out. Kids, nanny's taking care of you. It's easier to love your kids and not get sick of them when you have money.
When his kids are probably a little bit older.
Yeah, they might be. I don't know.
And not to mention, I mean, Sea Island, Georgia.
Where's he at?
That's
Where
like,
we at? Where we at? I got to spend 3 hours with him today.
Who you got?
No, we're putting out, we got Craig McTavish tomorrow. We're putting out the owner of the Dallas Stars tomorrow. It's always good to get the owners on. No one else does it. That's big pimping. Get the big boys on. Fieldsy, speaking of country music, the Morgan Wallen show on Saturday night was a pony. Holly Prongs, Robert Thomas, Brady were all sniffing around. Yeah, man. That dude got into a jam. Didn't he, like, sing a lyric and threw an M-bomb out? And then he gets in a jam. Then his music sells even more. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't into Morgan Wallen, but Hawley, Ribs, all the guys were there. I saw pictures. I would have gone to Korn the other day. Korn was in town. How do I not know that? Because all I do is listen to talk radio. They don't talk about music. I'm going to start putting on KC or something once in a while. Country music is cheesy. That's the point, Ben. It kind of is. It kind of is. Let's see. I love some of Waino, but he sounds like a dude wrong stuff as background music in a bar. No one is paying attention.
It's all right. A little ambiance.
Last night was corny as F, Nate. Sharon. What is he?
Can we play the song?
That was it.
That was it? That wasn't bad. It's the same song, wasn't it? As the other one that we liked about his kids. It's hard to say it's corny if it's talking about your kids growing up, I guess.
Sharon, stop hating.
Sharon, you'd love that song. Who are you kidding? We could play some death metal.
Sleeping in late on a fall Saturday, watching them dogs on TV, playing ball with my son till the daylight is done. That sure sounds real good
To me. Got you on that, didn't I?
We can go for a ride, stay at home, build a fire. We can go see the newest movie.
Okay, let me stop you. See what I mean? He gets to do a lot of cool things. They can ride around on their side by side. They can go hunting in their backyard. There's a lot of things you could do when you got money, you know? I'm just saying.
Are you saying that poor people can't enjoy their lives?
No, but
middle class people have no fun.
It's just,
what are you saying?
No, but it's a lot more difficult. It's just more difficult to have fun when you have to go paycheck to paycheck and you got 3 kids that are expensive. Come on. Tell me am I wrong on that?
Well, yeah, I think if you're rich, everything is easier. We're also talking about somebody who's on a different level of, I mean, this man probably is going to pull in, over $100 million in his career.
Yeah. Yep. Waino mic'd up pregame was the best thing ESPN has done in a while for the baseball game. Cray Langford,